Hi, welcome back to AutoReview. My name is Patrick and today I'm presenting you the brand new 2015 Audi A8L 60 TFSI quattro tiptronic. This one comes along in the Argus brown, as you can see, so it's a very light brown color. Looks very beautiful in my opinion. 21-inch rims, producing 435 horsepower from a V8 4-liter engine. 600 Newton meters, top speed of 250 limited and 0 to 100 in 4.6 seconds. This car is equipped with a lot of safety features and a lot of driver's assist systems, and obviously a lot of space because it's the long version of the A8. So let me show you the interior, the second row, the boot, and then as usual we hit the road. So the A8L from inside, so as you would have expected, obviously luxury wherever you look. We have this beautiful volcano leather, that's what they call it, in kind of a beige color or terracotta color. Then we have dark leather on top. We have brushed aluminum in the middle. This very dark, very beautiful wood on the shift knob and on the side center console throughout the dashboard, and Alcantara throughout the whole roof line. Beautiful screen, not a touch screen. It's operated over this one here. So first of all, as you see, it's tons of buttons, a lot of things, a lot of assistance systems. And the regular controls. Dashboard is very nice, I really like it. A lot of information, very clean. We have two sunroofs, where the first one can be opened, the second one is just for getting some light in. Dashboard is good size with a 6 DVD changer. And what I really like as well is, as you can see here, you have the armrest actually individually adjustable for driver and passenger. And because of that, so the passenger, if they have, for example, sleeping, hand is on the armrest, you can still open it and get to your stuff. A little part here, one thing that I really don't like is again this Audi music interface thing where you actually have to buy an adapter to put USB because there's no USB in this car. I always criticize that from Audi. It's kind of in the middle of it, they could have placed it somewhere else. 2 cup holders, and all the rest I'll tell you when we drive because it has a lot of features and they're really amazing. So let me show you the second row and the boot and then we go. Okay, so sitting in the back, first of all, this we can hide, then you would have space for 3. But as this one is kind of the CEO edition, I would say, we have all these control buttons and entertainment system functions here, as well as the electric seats, which by the way have massage functions, cooled and heated on all 4 seats. Amazing. Very nice, and different settings and different variations. I really enjoyed that when I was driving to Abu Dhabi. Then what else do we have? Ashtray in the doors, and I hope no one will smoke. Then you have even memory functions here, and as you can see, you have different ways to set this up, and it's pretty much like a business class. You can move it forward and lay down, which is really amazing. Maybe a little bit down. So it's very comfortable to drive here. So if you're someone who has a driver, I think that's a really amazing car for you. Lights in the ceiling. Then we have here a makeup mirror, very big one. Then as I said, the roof here, which you can control both from here and from the front separately. The shades, lights, you can open this one to get to the, what do you call it, first aid kit. And in general, very, very luxurious, very, very comfortable. Here you have 212 volts and a cigarette lighter, so I don't think you'll run out of power if you use your laptop, for example, while driving. However, we do not have a tray or anything like that, so you have to put it on your lap. Screens individually, you can listen to radio or DVD or watch movies, and it has as well the function of Google Earth in the front, because this car has 2 SD card slots and 1 SIM card slot there. And you have a Wi-Fi system in the car. So basically, when you get in the car, it doesn't just show Bluetooth, but as well you have a Wi-Fi hotspot. So if you have a SIM card with data package, just put it in and you have a Wi-Fi hotspot here. Okay, so let me show you the boot, which is enormous, and then we want to drive the car. Let's go. Okay, so the A8L from the back, very nice and clean, very Audi-like. Only red, no orange. I really hate orange. Then A8L, and the L obviously tells you that this is the long version. And on the left we have the 60 TFSI, so it's one of the most powerful engines in the Audi range. As I mentioned, a V8. Let's open it up. You'll see we have the camera in there, and what we have is not only one camera, we have 4 cameras. One is in the back, 2 on the mirrors and 1 in the front, and that basically gives you an image of like the cars on top when you park. Really amazing. So the boot is huge, as you can see. However, you cannot fold the seats to make it bigger. So this is pretty much as it is. However, it's really huge, and you have a lot of space. You have a emergency spare wheel in it as well, and that's pretty much it. So let's drive, and I'll tell you all the amazing features about this car. All right, so how does the A8L drive? So we engage it, we have parking brake, we have auto hold function, which I love. So this is something that Audi does very well. And let's just go. Now, what I want to do first is show you how this car parks itself, because this car cannot just park itself parallel parking, but as well in the parking that we have here in Dubai. So let's just see if we find the gap. Here we go. This is the button you engage. There we go. Okay, there we go. Reverse. And let's go. You have to be careful with the auto hold function, because with that one it will obviously not move, so just disengage that one. And blinking would be beneficial maybe as well. And as I said, you have the camera here where you see the picture in the back, and you have the cameras, the picture from the 4 cameras that projects a picture that looks like you're looking from top of on the car, which is great. So here we go, park. And as I said, this car cannot just park itself in a parallel parking like we just did, but as well in the very typical mall parkings that we have here in Dubai, which is basically like that, in reverse, which is a great feature. I have not seen that one before. As you can see, the sun shade in the back will automatically go down when you park the car and go up again, or you can put it manually up and down. We have 2 sunshades on the left and the right where the passengers sit, and you can hear we have the start stop as well. So engine start, and now we can go. Yesterday when I was driving it from Dubai to Abu Dhabi and back, or the day before, I was able to actually drive that car with just around 10.8 liters. Let me just see how much we have now. So I drove it pretty much 10 hours now, 634 kilometers, and I had the average fuel consumption of 11 liters, which is amazing for a V8 engine. How does Audi do it? Basically, on a highway at constant speed, it will turn off 4 cylinders, and you'll drive only with 4 cylinders. It will indicate in the dashboard as well, and we don't have to drive in sport. You have different drive modes, which you can select here under the car button. One of them is efficient, which I'm driving now, so it shifts earlier, it's a bit more of a smooth riding. And then we have tons of system on board. So we have a head-up display that has indicates as well collision warning, which will blink there as well as in the dashboard. We have lane departure assistant, which is actually quite firm, which is, what I mean with that is, it really does, let me engage it. It really pulls you back quite harsh, not harsh, but with a lot of tension in the steering wheel. It's a bit weird to get used to this in the beginning, but it works really well. A little bit different from the system that I have seen now in with the Infiniti Q50S, check that video as well, or with what was the other one, the Lincoln MKC, which we reviewed as well. So check out that video as well. It does it a bit less, so it doesn't really drive through the corners. It really pushes you more towards the inside of the lane or the middle of the lane. That works really well. Screen, I really like the screen. Vibrant colors, everything looks amazing on this one, and you have as well the 3D function, so you can see the buildings in like in a 3D mode. However, which you will see in a moment, the problem is, and I have not been able to figure out why this does it. It jumps back to a higher altitude. I really don't know why it does it, and it really freaked me out a bit, because I really wanted to have it at, for example, 75 meters, 100 meters altitude, and it just goes back to 300 meters or 2 kilometers even. So I have no idea why it does that. There might be a function, not quite sure. Then the cruise control is adaptive cruise control. So I have the radar in front. As you can see, the car is slowing down now. It detected the car in front of me. It indicates here in the dashboard where the speedo is. We have different settings, 1, 2, 3, 4 settings of how close do you let the car go. It works really good. It does it until stop. It will drive as well after that if you don't have the auto hold function engaged. If you hold the auto hold function engaged, for example, at the traffic light, will slow down. You just tip the gas pedal and will go back to the speed that you set it up. So as you can see, I have my foot here now on the left, and the car is driving very slow, but it accelerates and keeps the distance. You have as well the possibility to display that in between the two, speedo and RPM. So that works amazing, works really, really well. So safety features plus, I really like them. Stability control off, I would not recommend that. We have the, how do you call this? Start and stop, which you can turn on and off. Then the parking sensors, the parking, how you engage the parking actually, if you press it once, it will do the parallel parking. If you press it twice, it will do the parking into the base like in the malls. We have the sunshade button here. Then we have cooled and heated seats in 3 different settings. We have massage function, which you work on the left or the right as well as in the back. So you have a pulse mode, waveform mode, whatever different modes you have, and basically goes up and down and does whatever you want in 5 different settings as well in regards to how hard or how soft you want it. So that works pretty good as well. Everything is electric, which at the same time is a little bit difficult to do. I mean, you can adjust this one, you can adjust the sitting one. However, what is a bit takes some time is to adjust the headrest and to adjust the seatbelt, because they are electric as well, so it really takes some time. It would be a bit easier to do it manually, but I guess in the luxury class you don't want anything to be done manually. Then what I like as well, we have the space for the sunglasses, the roof, and you can see I'm not braking, by the way. It's the car itself, and auto hold is not engaged. So we have the sunshade, which you can do here, and you can do the rear mode, and you can actually open both the roof. As you can see, the camera now just moved up and down. Let me do it one more time. As well as the sunshade for the rear, so you can open both. You have these mirrors here on both sides, pretty big. There's a lot of space in the A8L. You can fit big bottles in the doors on the passenger side. On the left side, obviously not, because you have all the buttons for the windows and the mirror here. In general, the car drives amazing. It's very comfortable. However, you can do it sporty as well. What I mentioned here as well, you have the DVD slot here, 2 SD card slots, SIM card slots. It has a Wi-Fi hotspot in the car, which when you have a data plan, you just put in a SIM card and you can basically create your Wi-Fi hotspot. It even recognizes it right away, even though you don't have a data plan available. The GPS can run Google Maps through the data plan, which is amazing, which obviously shows it much nicer. Then we have a little compartment here, and in general the car is obviously superbly built. We have the, how we call it, child locks. You can engage from the front. We have ISOFIX in the back. So it's a very family-friendly car as well, I would say. And performance-wise, it goes pretty good. Now we have a fly here. Let me see. I don't have space to show it to you. Let me just. Okay, no. And it does it. The car moves a bit up. Actually, you feel it, but it does it very, very smooth, but very sporty as well. So now I have it in sport, and you can really feel how it wants to, how it pulls. You know, when I was driving with friends, actually the ladies got a little bit sick because the car was pulling so hard. And obviously, when you go off the gas, it's instant, right? So you have to be careful if you have someone who has a easy stomach and can upset his or her stomach very easily. Now let's put it back in drive and auto hold. One thing about the auto hold function is what I criticized in the other Audi reviews I've done, where they have the automatic parking or electronic parking, is that if you're at a traffic light, it does the start-stop function. It has an auto hold function for you, which means I can take the foot off. The brake pedal. But however, if you do that, it will start the engine again. So they have not figured that one yet out. That would be something to be done, please. Then we have blind spot warning as well, which you can turn on and off here, which actually is not in the mirror but in the mirror case in the inside, which is good. You can adjust the sensitivity of that as well, which I like. And in general, is a lot of sport has a lot of individualization possibilities towards you, how you want to have it, in regards to the seats, in regards to the driving, in regards to the drive train modes and all this. So this car is very, very beautiful, superbly built. And now let me wait for the traffic. Okay. It actually has a really good turning cycle, to be honest, as well, for a huge car like this. Because of the cameras and the auto park function, it's amazing to be used in a as a daily driver as well. Now, price-wise, let me just park the car quickly, because now I have to check my little cheat sheet here. And price-wise, so starting-wise for the A8L is 384,000 dirhams, and this one, as you can see it here, is just shy of 480,000 dirhams. So that's quite a lot of money. However, you get quite a lot of car for that as well, I have to say. And with all the safety features and assistance systems, I think that's a great deal. Obviously, competition is the Mercedes S-Class. And the BMW 7 Series, though the BMW seems to be the oldest of them all. Mercedes was, when was it? Last year, I think, they did the new model. And this one is the brand new one as well. So, you know, Mercedes, BMW and Audi, they always bring out the models not at the same time, so you always have something like a 3-year cycle approximately. But coming back to this car, great car. I really loved driving it with an 82-liter fuel tank, and if you drive really easily, I was driving 120 to 140 from Dubai to Abu Dhabi, and here a bit of city traffic, 11 liters. You can go easily 700 kilometers with the one fuel tank, which is not bad for a car like this with a V8 engine. Here you go, engine started again, because after some time, when it's hot outside, obviously the AC has to run, so the engine will start up. So that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please put them down below. Leave comments which cars you would like to see next, or what you didn't like about the video, what you liked about the video. And subscribe to the channel, please. Give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, check Facebook as well for the pictures, detailed pictures of the car and all the other reviews that I have done, as well as on the YouTube channel itself. Have a great day, and thank you very much for Audi Middle East for providing this car to me. And I hope soon we're gonna have the S and RS models coming from Audi. So stay tuned, and see you next time.